Hello guys, and welcome to another video on DJ Vlogs. Today I'm going to be talking about the Now 100 Hit series, whether there's going to be any more albums, and also talking about my opinions and thoughts on this series. First of all, I'm going to be talking about a little bit of information about what these albums are and why they started. So these albums, what are they? Now they're an album series started by Now at School Music just 2 years ago to celebrate their 35th anniversary and the release of their 100th instalment of their main series. Their 100th edition came out of July 2018. This actually started to celebrate that, so to celebrate the 35th anniversary and this 100th release in their main numbered series. So that's why the series started. I'm going to be going over my opinions and then talking about if there's going to be more albums coming out in this series or not. So what are my opinions? Well, many times I've been asked from people, especially that like these videos, whether I actually do like these versions and whether I prefer these to the normal albums that Now at School Music were doing before, all the spin-off albums and the special releases they were doing before, like Now It's What I Call 60s, which of course they've done another version of in the 100 Hit series. They've done Now 100 Forgotten 60s, and of course they've done many others, but that's just for an example. Do I actually prefer them doing the 100 Hit series, or do I prefer the original spin-off and for special edition series? I actually do prefer these. They have a special kind of meaning with these. They're not just random albums that they release. They had a special meaning, and of course still do, with the celebration of Now at School Music hitting 35 years and the 100th release. And I genuinely think they're better because they're about when the other albums that they've done before, the special edition albums, which I think that they're going to return very soon. If not, then they'll probably carry on doing these. But they were the same price as these, and with these you're getting 100 songs on, whereas with the previous ones you were only getting about 60 or 70 songs. So I think these are better in general because you're getting extra songs for the same price, or for an ever so slight price increase, which I don't think was that much. I think it might have been like £1 or £2, but it wasn't that much of a price increase. If not, there was no price increase on these. I thought these were, and just are, generally better than the spin-off series that they've been doing for a while because of that. And they're different. I like how each disc kind of is, they kind of put the same genre of music, like what they did with Now 100th Party and with a couple of others. They split the music up into separate CDs, so like what sort of music they are. So for the 100 Hit series, they did Now 100 Hits Party. They actually separated the type of party songs into each different disc and gave it a sort of category. And I know they've done that with I think a couple of other albums have done it with, but the majority of the albums they do are like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s ones. So it's kind of difficult to put it in different categories because it's all sort of the same thing. But I still do like it. I think it's a good idea. I, if anything, prefer these albums. So that's my opinions on them. I do like them. If anyone was wondering what my opinions are, I do like them, and I actually prefer them to an albums that they're releasing before. So that were my thoughts on the album and my opinions on these albums that they're releasing. Now I'm going to be talking about something that's probably a lot of you are interested in, whether they're going to be releasing any more of these albums. Now they haven't actually said if they are going to be releasing any more. Something that's led me to think they might stop is the fact that Now 106 and Now 6, which was released about 2 weeks ago, since then they haven't announced any albums. Now of course we know they were released 2 weeks ago, or nearly 2 weeks ago. They normally would release a couple of albums around this time of year in the 100 Hit series, which I find really strange they haven't announced. Now in no way am I saying that they've stopped. This is just a pure opinion that I think they might stop, and I don't know when. I'm not saying they've stopped yet. I think that if they will stop, and if they of course do stop these albums, they're not going to be yet. I think there's still a lot of other 100 Hits albums that they could do. I've got loads of ideas for albums that I think they should do and that they haven't created yet, and I definitely think would be a good idea for them to create. So hopefully this series hasn't finished. But let me know what your opinions on these albums are. If you have any opinions on them, if you like them, don't like them, if you have any other opinions, do let me know. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please make sure you give it a massive thumbs up. Really massively appreciate it if you do. Also make sure you subscribe, enable notifications to be notified every time I release a new video, and make sure you follow my Instagram, my Twitter and my Snapchat. Be just aside right there, and links to all my social medias will be in the description down below. Make sure you go turn up, and guys, I'll see you soon for another YouTube video.